was September 1st, 1999, the day of my death. My back was on the cold concrete as I took my last breath. And I saw my body laying on the ground as my soul hovered above it. Damn idea, he was a good-looking cat. But anyway, another day at 18 years of age, stepping to heaven's gates, anxious to see what God's got to say. Maybe he'll give me a gift for always saying my prayer, but he might send me downstairs for last year's love affair. Well, who cares? You know, right now it's all a mystery. I mean, I'll find out when I get there. Until then, I can't let it get to me. I'm keeping my cool. Besides, everybody dies. I'll just follow the white light like they do in the movies.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, he used to shoot it in the air for kicks. Promised he had perfect aim, swore that he couldn't miss. Wore it underneath his belt because by law that was his right. Besides, you never know what type of danger's hiding in the night. He said he never use it in a fight. He'd take a punch instead and it made him feel at home. He used to hunt with grandpa as a kid. As time went on, he started to think more and more about what he would do if he was home and someone kicked down his door. Paranoia kept increasing. He kept imagining a tragedy as if it was inevitable, trying to prepare himself for how he'd feel if he ever had to steal a life to save a loved one or his own. That soulless piece of metal was the boss in the relationship. He bought it to keep him safe, but it just made him sick. And it wasn't until the day that he got rid of it that he felt like he was safe, no longer a slave to that piece of shit. You can own it, but mostly it'll own you, yeah. You can own it, but mostly it'll own you, yeah. You can own it, but mostly it'll own you, yeah. You can own it, but mostly it'll own you, yeah. You can own it, but mostly it'll own you, yeah. You can own it, but mostly it'll own you, yeah. You can own it, but mostly it'll own you, yeah. You can own it, but mostly it'll own you, no.
Here,
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
two. The people in the music and the move it all together now. We
yeah,
see,
yeah,
repetitive etiquette and a highly original. Here,
yeah,
here,
yeah,
two. The people in the music and the move it all together now. They
yeah,
will.
yeah.
Check it out now. This is a necessary change from the grim, simple, and plain. Gonna exercise that brain to break the chain. Pain is a part of game. No need to explain. We innovate to generate it intricately interwoven tapestry, musical and ethical epiphanies. The industry's minimal amount of muscle messing with the anchor that can take it all the way to where the sun is black. I run a left, I run a sun, a tunnel through a simple symbol, a simple sentiment. Adrenaline is coming back. I'm in a minute city with a die to be a superstar. I'd rather be a galaxy, but how you see it so dependent on the medicine and rhetoric and how I'm bending any second. You're thinking as I'm sitting at the brink of this world is all asleep, and I have no apologies. I breathe, keep my side on what we ride on. Let bygones be bygones. The migraines don't sidetrack my final destination. Nothing rivals for determination to exterminate the germination of a nation that accepts anything that's thrown in his fat face. Cause when there's nothing left, there's no more point to the rat race. We don't waste a minute of the day. Don't be offended when I'm saying finish, send it all the way another stage. A creative, alternative, rated and graded, a crazy maniac melody getting all up in your face. Wait, success ain't only based on self-esteem. It takes a sense to differentiate between what's yours and someone else's dreams. I felt the screams climbing up my cold spine, saying now it's the time. Gotta give it all my energy to give it to the enemy and said it's so.
Yeah,
Here,
yeah,
yeah. Gonna move it all together now.
yeah,
See,
yeah,
repetitive etiquette and a highly original. Here,
yeah,
here,
yeah,
gonna move it all together now. Hey,
yeah,
will.
yeah.
Sick of the same old thing. 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 Same old. Same old.
Free us and touch what we can't see. Twist that knife and watch them bleed. Lost inside, it's way too deep. Someone choke me, help me breathe. This is a big fuck you to anyone out there that hates us. It ain't my fault you failed to recognize what great is. If you weren't so caught up in who you did ride, you'd see the flaws of your so-called generals and crawl to this side. You misinterpret the purpose of what we do. Plus you probably mad that we get our props and no one's feeling you. But don't tell me how to rip this microphone, bitch. If your advice was so nice, won't you apply it to your own shit? The truth is, I can do what you can't. Selling 20,000 units hand to hand to the true fans. On top of that, freestyling you'll get served. On top of that, all your friends know my words. I accomplished more than you will in your whole life by the time I was 18. Never working a 9 to 5, that's the E&A theme. And it's a must, we constantly keep elevating the hustle, the music, the ethic, muscle, the movements, the methods. What's wrong? You still don't get it? Still feel you're so gifted? Still think your sky has no limits? It takes a minute to get rid of the cynics, but now each piece is in its place, so you can't fuck with us.
And it's suicide, the battle this, and it's suicide, the battle this, and it's suicide, the battle this,
The Genius Supreme Team is the E&A. Believe that this year we receiving MC and DJ kingship. Perceived as the most deviously seen in the media. Remedial critics don't give us love, but we don't need them to. It ain't your weak reviews that keep people intrigued with us. They leave our show thinking what these kids do is unachievable. And they right, you never in your life could do as much as we do with just 2 texts and a mic. I leave kids like Raymond O'Neal pissed, cause he knows without me ain't no way you'll make it in this record biz. How you advertise some shit I wanna not mention me? Fuck you in that ugly coat, we going ghetto gold this spring. And anyone that begs to differ, wait until this hits ya. The illest scriptures killing listeners with the real elixir for these top 40 blowjobs, packaging a hit single. Y'all flaunt pussy so hard it gives the average kid's dick tingles. But who can keep you sick with cuts to clot your ego trip? Beats that hit and speech that spits, raise a fist, throw a fit, it's E&A Day 2003 until forever. Y'all should've never let 2 motherfuckers like us get together. It's on, it's on, it's on, it's on, it's on.
I came to claim shit this year.
I ain't playing. Some here to reign supreme.
That's so. That's so.
Bitch.
Competition.
Better
Competition. Shut your mouth.
I think this one looks like a fight between a plate of fruit and my dad's exercise bike. I bet if these ants dancing next to my head could fly that high, they would use that cloud as a bit.
But my dad said that bugs bite and fly with the wind, and if the sun isn't hung right, then run like a fish. We could win if we both try to untie our fins and climb that pine tree with the swing on it behind the fence.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, let's race. I bet that I can beat you there. Last time you ran faster than a grown-up when we were here, remember? I scraped my knee, then got stung by a bumblebee, and the old man that lives behind the fence came out and yelled at me.
Of course I remember. Oh, how could I forget? He wrote my mom a letter, and my dad, he threw a fit. But this time we'll be better, I promise. As long as we're honest, he'll give us permission.
Yeah, he can't say no to a kid.
I will never turn my back to a lollipop to lick. It's all a puppy dog, the kisses and hugs. So fill my cup with
The cotton candy, ice cream, and weekend sleepovers. I don't wanna grow up if it means getting older.
I will never turn my back to a lollipop to lick. It's all a puppy dog, the kisses and hugs. So fill my cup with
The cotton candy, ice cream, and weekend sleepovers. You know, I don't really wanna grow up if it means getting older.
See, what I really don't get is why the big kids never get grounded after playing ding dong ditch. And the slingshots look like mighty fun. Sure wish that I had one, that way I could stand up to bullies instead of trying to run.
Yeah, and they always get the baseball cards from the policeman. Being tall don't make you smart, at least we can always find something to do, like looking at the clouds with my best friend. That's you.
I'm not sure what to say. I'm just happy that we're small enough to look up at the sky and feel okay. And I'd be lying if I tried to say that I don't feel the same way that you do. So let's be on our way, it's time to play.
Oh, to the jungle gym or to the swimming pool. School's out forever, and I hope I'm never too cool to keep on making making my life better. Whether 5, 25, or 80, as long as I'm alive, I'm in love and forever changed.
I will never turn my back to a lollipop to lick. It's kisses and a hug with love.
Feel like I'm with a bunch of good things. I always feel alright, cause I'm a little kid. We're all little kids on the inside.
Never turn my back on a cupcake love mixed with kisses and a kitten with love.
Now fill my cup up with cotton candy, ice cream, and weekend sleepovers. I will never grow up, cause I'll never get older.
Right now I'm sitting in a hospital waiting, and I'm using my ability, an inability to write, as a drug. It sort of isolates me from the reality of what's about to happen.
I can vividly recall my mood the day that art was murdered. The wind blew a thin layer of dust on my garden burger. Everything you knew was sideways and phallic. The highways, traffic added to Friday's madness. Worn, wrinkled skin loosely hung off earnest cheekbones. Below eyes designed to bury the wolf under a sheep's clothes. Some people sang, a few begged for change. A young girl skipped alone with her hand glued to a candy cane. I, however, walked with my back to it as usual. Wanted to turn this dark comedy into a musical. I'm used to reflecting the sorrow the world reflects at me. We're forever intertwined as the anxious and angry. The gloom was in the oxygen consumed to keep me lost within a mushroom cloud of toxins deposited to leave the prophets doomed. There I sat on a lead-infested picnic table waiting to be born, carefully evading mating season's evil horns. I keep performing for the poets and philosophers, but they don't know I was insane before it became popular. I lose something every time I leave my house, trying to gain something by running my mouth. My conscience don't hold a grudge against my impulse. Honesty should be the best policy, but it's not that simple. Have you ever had the sky inject a cloud into your lymph nodes, so all you see is how she gazes through a frameless window? Every day I have a new argument with myself. Don't know how I got this far up the ladder, but by now I should have fell. Can't go to heaven, never learned how to pray. Oh well, rather be in a place with less people anyway. Somewhere between a snare and the extra tired hogwash, I got caught in emotion of a sex-inspired God talk. My long-lost lover left me to date a real artist, and it's strange how the whole story can be told through a guitar riff. I'm a pretentious vendor of invention. It's a demented way of staying the center of attention. Take my advice and never take my advice. I haven't left my own head long enough to really know about life, but I've dug dirt out of the ground and found Plato's time capsule. Inside was a note that said, sorry, I lied. Part of my pride was dead the second that you talked to me, and I knew that no matter what lied ahead, you wouldn't walk with me. So alone, I traveled in clown shoes through dirty speed, invested tourist colonies, tricking revolutionaries into thinking my record's a new age life insurance policy. Then I'm off, and before they get the chance to give me a dirty look, they money spent at Borders on a brand new Christian Murdy book. A sturdy hook deserves a better catchphrase, but I'm only still here cause they can't detect neurotic tendencies with x-rays. It was a perfect day to sit and watch the wind, cause the recognition of my insanity made me wanna be hip-hop again. I did.
Motivation skin feels like a potato chip. The way these lights reflect off everyone's nervous expressions reminds me of the fourth grade. A whole month just because I'm now from footballs for idiots. Anyway, so how do you solve your drug problem? You just move to the desert with everything. I think the trickiest way addiction manifests is through the process of giving it up. So make music.
I make music to ride to cry to die 2 times to finally realize you're alive to. I make music to vibe to close your eyes to, break your mind through each wall that sits inside you. I make music to survive, to find truth, to hide from the landscape humanity went blind to. I make music to rhyme to waste time to die to, realize I'm alive to. Sometimes gunfire's brighter than the sunshine. Sometimes a child's scream influences every dream. Sometimes we fool ourselves into thinking we moved on, but no way, no how do we ever forget what we've seen. No way, no how do we ever forget what we've seen. No way, no how do we ever forget what we've seen. No way, no how do we ever forget what we've seen. No way, no how do we ever forget
It's
what
now
we've seen.
25 years later, he's on the brink of 43, still searching for sanity, surveying the floor of his distorted sea. He remembers high school friends joking about the war. Never knew what mom was crying for. The other piece that shines in his mind was the divine first love, soulmate, beauty, brown-eyed queen he left behind. He remembers holding her tight, watching the sunset at shore. Never knew what she was crying for. He got the letter in the
by the middle of his summer. Wouldn't have had to go if it wasn't for his newborn brother. He was barely 18, murdering people even younger, and he still ducks and covers. Every time he hears the thunder, he still hears the scream, smells the flesh, tastes the death, sees the blood, feels the pain. What's to gain? Nothing's left but the slug that remains in his right calf. The bullet laughs every time he cries, and it drives him mad trying to sleep. When the visions give him a cold sweat, the war's been over for 2 decades, but he still hasn't been home yet. And every day he waits and strains to suppress his guilt and forget the horror, the violence, the kill or be killed. Fists are always clenched, teeth are always grinding. Real life is lost and in a bottle he tries to find it. It's not fair, he mumbles through a nightmare, only in the fight for 2 years and wound up spending his whole life there. He was face to face with the devil for the welfare of his country. Now he's training to live, but his conscience won't let him. It ain't flashbacks, you have to understand the tragedy. See, he left the war, but the war never left him. See, he left the war, but the war never left him. See, he left the war, but the war never left him. See, he left the war, but the war never left him. See, he left the war. It's now 25 years later. He's on the edge of a park bench. He's asked God for help and found his source non-existent. He sits in the shadows, cause his son burns no more. Now he knows what mom was crying for. I used to watch old man in the park. The sight slowly drove right through my heart, wishing I could help but not knowing where to start. I'd walk away, curse the world, gush some love and curse some more. Now you know who I've been crying for. He threw his medals in the river, but they sunk alone. Put shades on his eyes to hide him from the war zone in the sky. He tried to slit his wrist about a month ago, but he's seen so much death, he's scared to life of suicide. If there was only some way he could escape this penitentiary. Gulps get bigger and figures it'll chase away his memory, but the dreams only worsen, the seams almost bursting. He recalls how training took away his right to be a person. Put a gun in his hand, left him to die with the land. The plan was the murder of man. Politicians have a dispute and decide to send in troops, but the truth is they just don't understand. Now he's running out of time and running out of energy, but till the last day he'll be fighting for the murder of his memories. And although he never got rid of his dog tags, he still wishes they'd have sent his parents an American flag instead. He was face to face with the devil for the welfare of his country. Now he's training to live, but his conscience won't let him. It ain't flashbacks, you have to understand the tragedy. See, he left the war, but the war never left him. See, he left the war, but the war never left him. See, he left the war, but the war never left him. See, he left the war, but the war never left him. See, he left the war. Sometimes gunfire's brighter than the sunshine. Sometimes a child's scream influences every dream. Sometimes we fool ourselves into thinking we moved on, but no way, no how do we ever forget what we've seen. No way, no how do we ever forget what we've seen. No way, no how do we ever forget what we've seen. No way, no how do we ever forget what we've seen. No way, no how do we ever forget what we've seen. The experience that James logic and paves an agnostic place to lay and decay to toxic waste. So most carry identity paraphernalia to familiarize with smiles and meaning painted on a robotic face. But not this man, he played the bucket with his hands and got paid. But whatever changed, people would drop in his can. 23 years ago, he was a lawyer by description, but I guess all of a sudden he resigned from that position. But I've never seen the sky quite as clear as his eyes, as his blistered fingers beat down on the plastic. And in a twisted sort of way, it all makes sense. While they rush to die, he provides a soundtrack so tragic. He sits on the corner of 7th and 1st, and I was thirsty for the answer to a question anyone would nurse. One day I asked him why he gave up his career. He said I didn't, I just took off the name tag. Then he added, make money and die, that's the American way. It don't matter what name you gave the bucket that you play. Make money and die, that's the American way. It don't matter what name you gave the bucket that you play. So I took in what was said, but I didn't accept it. Well, maybe I did, I mean I just wouldn't admit it. I was too committed to the belief that all the hard work of now will improve my future existence somehow. So I said you don't accomplish nothing sitting in the street, and I'm sure you barely survive off the pennies you gather. He said, to your surprise I make enough to eat, and I accomplish just as much as you, only I stopped pretending my job matters. He looked me in my face and told me I was a puppet, and what I do's no more important than playing a bucket. I still hear his voice when I set my alarm before bed. I never could wash what he said out of my head, so fuck it, it goes make money and die, that's the American way. Make money and die, that's the American way. Make money and die, that's the American way. It don't matter what name you gave the bucket that you play. Make money and die, that's the American way. Make money and die, that's the American way. Make money and die, that's the American way. It don't matter what name you gave the bucket that you play. See, I can dress myself up in a white coat and say I'm a doctor, carry a 9 by my belt buckle with a gold badge and say I'm a cop. Or maybe I'm just a sloppy, lazy, crazy carbon copy, part of the heartlessly deranged nation that gave in a generation ecstasy underwater. A forgotten survivor with a mind washed and slaughter. I've watched your offers, caught your calls, and called your forefathers my bosses. Lost it all in the name of gaining enough to spend, consuming the useless, don't spring your doom from the hand, my friend. See, when I saw my man playing away in his drum, something clicked in my brain and I became less dumb. I'm working for breadcrumbs, pretending there's a meaning, but my employment's just a bucket I'm desperately beating. And one day I'll be old and retired, looking at my life like what a waste of good fire. All because school never taught me how to be inspired, and the job concerned and finding myself just wouldn't hire. Make money and die, that's the American way. Make money and die, that's the American way. Make money and die, that's the American way. It don't matter what name you gave the bucket that you play. Make money and die, that's the American way. Make money and die, that's the American way. Make money and die, that's the American way. But hey, here's my application. How much do y'all pay?
Yo, tell him Slug and Eyedea stop. Nah, he's got the number. You got a cigarette? 3 torn ligaments.
Yo, a Mach 10 or lend a hand. We rock negative Mach to lend a hand to zealots. I walk the block with a can of phantom repellent. Acapella gonna breadcrumbs, spray the crowd. Did a gut up to their stomach, shut the fuck up.
Let's make a sharp turn to avoid this road of heartburn. Those that are smart learn to carefully count the amount they heart earns. Barefoot we walk on a dirt trail full of broken glass. I prepare to say
I'ma be alright.
Secretly hope you ask.
Dismantling the math of every bridge in our path. The ugly carving out a line between the good and the bad. You can scream until the cords in your neck stretch and snap, but best believe the 3 of us will walk away with the last laugh.
Dance to the camp for silhouettes with a crooked cigarette clamp and a raised cup. Crooked in a case for luck if I should botch it. Negotiate the merger with an optimistic process, then surf through the wormhole. I guess I'm still learning the trickery. Breathe and I shove my key in the mystery. Jimmy the Lad, then attach my nickname to the victory. It's like we've been through the same shit 100 times. If you see a penny, pick it up like engine number 9.
Time is of the essence. The blind don't get offended. My prime is with my presence. Mine gets all the credit. Rewind that for a second. That line wasn't impressive. Find what I've suggested
And dine on what we shed.
from the negatives and positives and sedatives deposited in sediment to consciousness. The let it live hypothesis of rhetoric to hostages to shed up with the goddesses. My head is splitting. Gotta get some medicine to conquer it.
This town is nothing but a ghost town. The tumbleweeds are whispering to get down with the broke down. In these days, I spend more time on the freeways than I do in my own bed, and it's fucking up my head. Another pack of smokes, roughly 7 more beers, brings me another day closer to the end of this year. This farm caught all the damage the storm brought. We're taking all of your crops, from your children to your corn
When it
cobs.
attempts to break the ice, I take a slice of pacifism, classically conditioned via Pavlov to stick in the kitchen where the bell tolls. Placed in a cell amidst fellow hermits, know the 1,000 hellos with not enough room for 2,000 elbows.
I got a chip on my shoulder and a chip in my tooth. truth. The proof is in the pudding, but the pudding's in my youth. The kid growing older through a stick in the truth, trying to rip himself loose from the grip of the noose.
Man, how many minutes must I sit in this corner and fidget, patiently searching for existence in this KFC biscuit? Eyedea, blockhead, atmosphere, Aesop rock. Who the fuck you think left them cracks in your sidewalk?
Eyedea could spit death and Slug could spit in your motor. I could spit raps and attach the Liberty Bell makeover. It's bound to be nothing short of scrap delineation, but I gave this song a ring and she considers herself taken, so I sing to where the winds burn faces, where some cats splash yellowbacks like jaundice patients, complacent with stop, drop, runaway. If there's art and casualty, maybe the fact my plastic halo runs off a car batteries like fish food or gallons.
I've been waiting for this situation for the past few days, masturbating with my thoughts while caught in a masquerade. I'm beating around the bush looking for a faster way. Perhaps the play on this stage a disaster will actually pay. Maybe. So I keep on going straight. What do you say? We trade places and wait patient to go crazy. I blatantly warned you, faithfully scorn vague description of my silhouette wouldn't make sense to the mind of a baby.
We never look for trouble from no one, but if the shoes fit, I wear them kicks with pride, inside and outside.
All the way to the song,
and maybe we'll all get along when we've died. What we're trying to say is you could never begin to comprehend this. No need to even attempt. This planet is mine and I'ma handle it fine when I learn how to manage my time.
Manage your time.
I'ma wear down this world with my tracks. I'ma love it until I break her back.
Break that
and
back.
I'ma blow her a kiss and a smile. With my luck, I'ma miss by a mile. I'ma wear down this world with my tracks. I'ma love it until I break her back. I'ma blow her a kiss and a smile. With my luck, I'ma miss by a mile.
To hell with the kind of work you have to do to handle it. All it does is fill the bellies of the pigs you exploit. Look at me, I'm making it. I may live badly, but at least I don't have to work to do it. To all you workers out there, every single commodity you produce is a piece of your own den. End of interview.
I'm so goddamn tired. Can't tell if I'm done or just uninspired. And don't give me that you can be somebody's speech, that ain't your place. Let me be. I'm an example of a candlelit life with electric relaxation, brain trampled by devotion to remote control channel changing. Something provoked the whole globe to lower expectations. Damn, what's wrong with my generation? We was the cream of the crop, but it seems we've been robbed. That's what happens when you trade in all your dreams for a job. And every day it gets less and less exciting. I would make a difference, but I'm busy faking this instead of trying to change my shit from now to never, and I'll pretend I'm fine. Why am I always stuck at the shitty end of the assembly line? I guess I'm built to be intoxicated with hope. Sometimes it's a journey, most of the time it's just a bad joke. And in my skull's a junk drawer I can't organize. The first to come and last to leave will never be immortalized. This sort of life is completely overrated. I'm sick of being the only one I know that's trying to make it. So right now I'm heading home. Got Sounds of Nature Volume 1 in my headphones and half a bottle of prednisone. That's the reaction to an overdose of passion. Brainless, stagnant, ain't it magic? I never knew ambition could be so fucking disgusting. I earn a good commission, but it makes me feel so ugly. I'm on some not even knowing I'm an Illuminatus. Just as long as playing agent don't disrupt my funeral's progress. I ain't changing for you, I ain't reaching for the sky. I would if you could give me one good reason why I should even try. Cause after a while this never-ending lame game of what's better could fracture your smile's mainframe forever. It's so fun to be in love, or so I've heard. The meaning has no feeling even though I understand the words. I used to try to make heaven right here on earth, but that'll only happen if you find someone else to do the work. I'll be surprised when my psychosis turns out to keep the driving focus, while I hope the same blurred cloud has burnt out dope hits. So for now, my worthless hound of work has found a purpose. Every time a pound of dirt's produced, I get my frown refurbished. 2-for-1 specials if you order shoulder devils. Head swole, running out of petrol, but I won't let go of this gas pedal till I'm settled. And they finally wed me with that sweet blind security, so insecure and messy. Mark today the day the dedication died. Instead of saying goodbye, I'm staying praying that I'll stay alive. Cause even though I know I hate to love you so much, I got no better place to go, that's why I always show up. Damn.
Yes, yes, yes.
Getting a divorce.
Well, getting separated anyway. We probably won't get around to the divorce till next year.
Well, look, I mean, I know it's none of my business, but why? You're married to one of the great women of the world who adores you. My God, if anybody hasn't made you happy.
She insists she's in love with me, whatever that is. What she means is she prefers the senseless pain we inflict on each other to the pain we would otherwise inflict on ourselves. But I'm not afraid of that solitary pain. In fact, if I don't strip myself of all this clatter and clutter and ridiculous ritual, I shall go out of my fucking mind. Does that answer your question?
What question was that?
Ask me why I was getting divorced.
Oh, listen, it's your life. Sorry, I even had to
I'm here to break my own ball and chain, holding the plight to be completely sane. Nothing's to gain if image blocks the only chance for change. When I expand my range, the world stands as judges. Don't think music defines my carry. These songs ain't me, they're just documentation of momentary thoughts. Nothing's set in stone just because it's sold and bought. Your expectations in the category of placement, but a renaissance man sits nowhere particular. Every seat is vacant to a songwriter, comedian, method actor, author, MC, carpenter, producer, engineer, shit talker, hustler, musician, architect, businessman, student of the scene, and human being. If you give a damn, no matter what side you see, it's just one side. No matter how much you think it means, it's just one side. My depth is only as shallow as time and spaces. This is just one of my many eternally changing. What's your definition of dope? Cause I think our opinions differ. Till your own skills develop, be wise and shut the hell up. I told you, man, I fold your plans. You know you can't be bolder than me with a microphone in hand. I'll show your fans I own this slam. My flow's intangible, expanding growth that stands and holds hip-hop on the cross. Licking shots for the lost vision. Listen, it's embedded in my genetic code to push the evolution, clean up the pollution, and let the rhetoric grow so your records get sold. And with each blow, you give add to tad more gold to eat whole out of your crack piece bowl. As we go with our rules of freedom of independence, we breathe. So we'll eat to a full, keep control and bleed at slow-mo speed. You know, I weave and so my way through this imaginary land of fairies and trolls, trying to bury the scroll. I carry a load that weighs way more than my area code vocabulary unfolds, so that you cherish the very story of marriage. You're told your character's bold. Build the barrier, spare your words before you perish. Don't be careless, apparently, to share a paragraph. Cared your nerves, heard you grew some nuts. Now you think your crew don't suck, stupid fucks. In a battle, you'll still lose to us. This one's for all the people in the world that think they can get with this idea and abilities. You know we beat the sickest MCs under my feet with their names on my shit list. This one's for you. This one's for you, this one's for all my people loving hip-hop that I truly gifted. Idea and abilities, we only came to rip shit. DJs with no cuts outside they self-inflicted wrist slits. This one's for you, this one's for you, this one's for you. What's your definition of dope? Cause I think our opinions differ. I guess I don't know what's dope from the viewpoint of a listener. So how's it sound? My new joints, proof points, rousing styles, a new noise for 1,000 miles in any direction you point. If I was your pal, I'd respect all criticism that was
was honest, but I'm not, cause you're probably an MC in the closet, subconsciously copying everything from the sentences to the penmanship. Mad cause I invented what you can't even pretend to intend to accomplish. Promise an end to the infinitely childish game. Refrain from grabbing the mic and spare yourself some shame. No, I don't sound the same, and yes, I'm a little deranged, but it ain't no thing. Lyrically, nobody can hang. Yo, there's always room for admiring a pro, but get off the jock. Can't you see the tire swing is full? Oh, now you wanna call me out for offending your ears? Just chill, there's a billion other better ways to end your career. For real, I can't even hear you skillless motor mouths with total cloud adding up to less than zero. I'm your hero, don't go that route. I'll show you out now. Peace to all the real MCs, but first I'ma show you why my DJ's name is Abilities. Idea and abilities, you know we be the sickest MCs under my feet with their names on my shit list. This one's for you, this one's for you, this one's for all my people loving hip-hop that I truly gifted. Idea and abilities, we only came to rip shit. DJs with no cuts outside they self-inflicted wristlets. This one's for you, this one's for you, this one's for you, this one's for all the people in the world that think they can get with this. Idea and abilities, you know we be the sickest MCs under my feet with their names on my shit list. This one's for you, this one's for you, this one's for all my people loving hip-hop that I truly gifted. Idea and abilities, we only came to rip shit. DJs with no cuts outside they self-inflicted wristlets. This one's for you, this one's for you, this one's for you.
Never no superstar. Never no superstar. Never no superstar. Never no superstar. I'm more like a planet. I'm more like
Just mail me your titles now and say the public embarrassment. You never even battle, how the fuck are you arrogant? No wonder why you scream into the night, it seems like no one's listening. Cause you're just one tiny beam of light in this whole solar system. Your creation is a fallacy to rap. Didn't calculate your mass before your galaxy collapsed, huh? Coming harder for you, some heartless voyagers start destroying soldiers, killing constellations, bringing realness back. Yeah, you motherfuckers can't apologize. On the tables of the mic, you choose how you die. I never came across a rapper that I'm scared of, cause ain't an MC in this universe I can't tear up. I'm really iller than anybody, buddy. I'll bloody your body, your cruddy thoughts are probably soft as silly putty. I'm in a different dimension when rocking a drum beat. Not even a star's gravitational pull can touch me. And that goes for you and whoever you stand in space with. Man, you're wasted, light years behind the standard basics. Face it, you ain't shit in this game. End your career the way it started, with a big bang.
never no superstar. I'm more like a planet.
That's a new Star Destroyer cut. I was telling you about,
this shit is tight, dude. Hey, this beat is dope. Yo, you gonna let me spit some shit? I got some shit that'll go with
that
this
one verse. That
yeah,
one
right
I
here.
heard it, right?
It's this one right here. Yo, cease with the stargazing. It's the two baddest who bring meteoric numbers of cruise ravage. Talent we do have it, but y'all gaseous white as blue masses. No, only few bastards whose asses exude gases. Unstellar your true status. You faggots, get it straight. Dead is the only way you featherweights make it. Chances to levitate towards heaven's gates. Stop bugging. How can the sky be the limit? Orbiting, scrotum and jock rubbing, crotch tugging, stroking and cock hugging. Over me you got nothing. Decipher distance is butt rushing. Shots all hot plugging. With us you are not fucking.
That's obvious, they in a state of disarray. When we color the cosmos with creations they could only wish to
We
make.
trooper soldiers, time and Jupiter Cub Scouts to figure us out. We'll make the sun supernova and Big Dipper rust out.
Get the fuck out your fanatical state of fantasy. Ain't no accident, we saturate your world with tragedy.
Outer space, your doom zone. Comet's tail, choker, Yoko broke your metaphysical footprints near your Milky Way tombstone.
You shown nothing but reason for us to destruct your feeble productions. Leaders leaving, elitist media's crushed.
Slowly going, no man has gone before. Unkillable horde of syllable lords. Born breach bearing balls bigger than body for body, you know, bitch boys. Best ever earth and birth bound to umbilical cords. Told we flow how no planets floating more. Bad bro, intergalactic abomination. Comp the base and monster waiting to stomp your face and upon confrontation. That's so with mad flow, E&A track slow, collabo attack mode, black hole. Chop your statements while I'm entire constellation.
See, that's what I'm talking about, dude. Fools are not fucking with you.
Dude. like they fucking with you in abilities do. We are taking all these little punk motherfuckers out. They ain't shit. We coming for them.
He lives in a 4x2 glass box. It reminds me of my head. I wish my floor would have rocks, but it's covered with puddles instead. If I could be him, life would be great. I could erase this permanent frown. I wouldn't even be held down by my own weight. I woke up, walked to the tank to hear his thoughts on yesterday. How was it, I asked, and after a tap on the glass, he looked my way, then gave me this depressed expression and pressed his best just to say, besides the tides and the gray skies, it was okay. And I said, hey, Mr. Fish, you get all that you wish. You got nothing to complain about while hanging out in this bit. And he replied, well, existence is bliss. There's so much that you miss. Besides, get off the trip. Happiness is just a myth. I said, living in water is extremely more peaceful than life. Confined with mind blinded by the evil and forced to see through these two peepholes. It seems to redeem freedom not being limited by walls, but that only means I qualify as ground for the sky when it falls. That only means I qualify as ground for the sky when it falls. That only means I qualify as ground for the sky when it falls. That only means I qualify as ground for the sky when it falls. But Mr. Fish just laughed as I went on and on and on. So I interrupted his chuckle, putting up my middle finger, and he boldly told me it's too bad I'm such a thinker. So arrogantly I asked, how could someone think too much? He added that insanity lingers and thoughts brought me to the brink of such. He said you live inside a head that reminds me of my glass box, and everyone's the same. All brains are contained by your reality frame, and change with terrain. It's trained not to change, and once you see what I've explained, you hit the jackpot. Yeah, and at that very moment, it was like my eyes really opened. The air that previously surrounded me was now an ocean, still totally invisible except for minor pieces of debris. The Mr. Fish pushed up to the glass, and he looked just like me. My whole world spun around. I didn't understand, but I realized I was no longer a man. So I thought about what he said and asked him what was going on, and he said, you didn't know it, but you were the fish all along. He said, congratulations, you did it, you broke free. You're just a fish, like the rest of humanity. Now it took me a long time to get adjusted to this tank, but now I know what I am, and so to that man I give thanks. I've always lived inside this glass box, it reminds him of his head. It just goes to show you that your mind is your own monster. Reality's what you make it, and if you take it away, you're just a fish like me, swimming in the powdered water.
Teeth marks on the skin. The greatest trick the devil ever played was convincing me that I was him. We like to feel the blood and fat dripping off our gums. She likes to talk directly down the barrel of her gun. Learning to perfect the ancient art of quiet rape. You've always been so warm and calculated, I owe you a thanks. Eyes wide shut, I promise not to fall awake. Lick the guillotine and tell you how the gasoline tastes. The grass is always greener on the other pesticides. Silent precious crept through the mess, shed its infectious high. What's for me to know and you to find? Guilty, the almighty praise adrenaline, such an underwhelming thrill. Where there's a will, there's a wake. Burn me at the stake. Who the hell am I trying to fool? I'm a fool, I feel so fake. One last goodbye before I take my 45. Shoot a hole in the sky, rip it open and climb inside. Empathy is the poor man's cocaine, and love is just a chemical by any other name. I like the way your pheromones make me sleepy. This far away I still smell you inside me. Empathy is the poor man's cocaine, and love is just a chemical by any other name. I like the way your pheromones make me sleepy. As far away I still smell you inside me. Tie me down till my sweet nothing's sour. I screwed up trying to squeeze 65 minutes from an hour. Outnumbered by such a large amount, no wonder why we lost the battle. The counterculture can't count. Welcome to my private hell. There's no one to fight now, enjoy myself. Rather drown than ask for help. I wish I was someone else. Mr. Perfect, misconstrued. Lead the way, follow through. You probably hate me, I do too. You're so much like me, I feel sorry for you. But I think you're pretty sure. You will profit, you will get hurt. I eat my words, they taste like dirt. I'm only ashamed because I know what it's worth. Find my comfort inside blame. Shove my pride back down my face. My worst habits, waking up at least once a day. Balance barefoot on a needle, heaven's just a jump away. Empathy is the poor man's cocaine, and love is just a chemical by any other name. I like the way your pheromones make me sleepy. This far away I still smell you inside me. Empathy is the poor man's cocaine, and love is just a chemical by any other name. I like the way your pheromones make me sleepy. This far away I still smell you inside me. out radios. Where's my head? This isn't mine. Nobody loves a thing, everyone is fucking crazy in control. It's not my fault, they'll be sorry once I skin them. Scared to life, a painless death. Make sure she knows I love her right before she floats away. I can't hear you, screams too loud. All my ideas become perfect little blind spots. Fold me in, tucked away. I'm starting to think I never learned what I need to learn. All things pass, we bruise skin, holding on to things that we shouldn't be allowed to keep. Make them proud, dredged in guilt. Call me when the miracle reduces to coincidence. My casted wings are almost off now. I can't feel a thing, just like you promised. I was always bad at being good. I was always bad at being good. I was always bad. There's no hell more harsh than a memory. There's no home more hell than an empty nest. Winter takes the warm away, spring takes the cold away, summer takes the rain away, and fall took away my friend. I believe there's never a place better than right where you are. Although imagining an afterlife can tend to mend a broken heart over someone dead. It's a way of coping with loss, but I don't need you out there somewhere if I have you in my thoughts. I don't envy anyone in a position where they're forced to choose. Pull the plug or not, I can't tell if this is for me or you. I mean, I know you're sick, tired and confused, but sometimes letting the tired go to sleep is the best thing to do. I will hold your head while the doctor sticks the needle in. I'll always remember our companionship and what it meant. And on Sunday, October the 5th, you took your last breath, and you will be missed. I guess that wings are almost off now.
Rest in peace.
Look at me for a second. No, serious. Look at me. Honestly, ask yourself this. Looking at me, do you really think that there is any way possible for you to embarrass me? Look at me. Do you really think I care what you think? Do you really think I care what you say? Look at me.
I'm embarrassed by my past actions and even more ashamed by my present thoughts and future endeavors to clear my name. I'm embarrassed by my past actions and even more ashamed by my present thoughts and future endeavors to clear my name.
I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassing. I'm an embarrassment, and it's all adding up. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassing. I'm an embarrassment, and it's all adding up. So preoccupied with self-indulgence to see what you provided me. I fully appreciate your offering. The awful things in life are lesson, but lessons of self-acceptance. All my lessons I regret keeping a distance. For future reference, don't burn bridges are preventable. I know the tribes, humanity as a whole, it will collide. Now close the gap, dwell on what we share, what separates us. We're all different, but what makes us a unit? Music is a universal language, so is anguish, pain, and torment. Balance of emotions, it shows our happiness have a bonus. No one picking sides, one without the other is impossible.
Forgot what I was supposed to say.
They call it bipolar. Unstable conditions, they got me looking over my shoulder. The book that I wrote, it was meant to move the time slower, but it was spent cooking my mind's motor. Now I'm older, I'm embarrassed by my past actions and even more ashamed by my present thoughts and future endeavors to clear my name. Embarrassed by my past actions and even more ashamed by my present thoughts and future endeavors of future endeavors.
I'm embarrassed, I'm embarrassing, I'm an embarrassment, and it's all adding up. I'm embarrassed, I'm embarrassing, I'm an embarrassment, and it's all adding up. It was in the cards that I'm to be forever haunted. Hip-hop is slowly but surely becoming the big brother I never wanted. Hold me but hurt me, purely demonic. Still my head is astonished with sonics, aesthetics, poetics, and honest, unpolished rhetoric. Everything as its negative, context consciously added. Constantly get rid of the rigorous, repetitive movements embedded in you. Since it's easier to talk to you about it than to do it. Here I am, center of the spotlight. They all drunk and smiling, waiting for the cockfight. Time to entertain since the clock of life. So I became the freak you can't help staring at, even though you know it's not right. Embarrassment sits in between insecurity and arrogance. I'm a machine with a clarity I can barely grip. So if I seem red in the face, it's not cause I feel out of place. It's just that I'm embarrassed by my past actions and even more ashamed by my present thoughts and future endeavors to clear my name. Embarrassed by my past actions and even more ashamed by my present thoughts and future endeavors to kill the breakdown.
And I could yell all day, all night, all day. I still doubt that you would hear a word I say. And I could drive all night, all day, all night. But if you stay with me, you'll never get it right. And I could yell all day, all night, all day. I still
get it right. I was never much for the self-driven skepticism. I was that cat that let distraction affect my vision. You were the kitten that would scream to cover up the sound of landing or crashing. However it was going down, but it's going down, it's going fast, and I have no doubts about whether or not it's gonna last. Fill the glass, tilt your head back, let it trickle through the throat to where you hide your giggles and your laughs. I'll wait to find the correct departure time, shut my eyes to keep the lights from climbing up inside the mind. Some belong to you, and some belong to me, but none of them escape the contemplation necessary. You can't scare me, but you can keep it buried. Put your hands on the circle, try to steer me. And now that I sing all of my songs for singing, I'm guessing that it's just a test to see how strong I can bring it.
You know the type of girl that walks in front of you and makes your jaw drop. She talks in riddles and sorta tickles your soft spot. See her in the club, she treats you like a scrub. She ain't tripping off you, she got your whole crew in love. Yeah, you're daydreaming of getting her in that bedroom alone, straight fiending, you beg like a dog for the bone. And she's peeping, and the reason is she knows there's a demon in between your legs with a mind of its own. Now you're a weakling, overwhelmed with hormones. Y'all start speaking, she grabs a number to your phone, and next weekend you invited to your home. You weren't even thinking, you got played by a pro. She's a big shot, thick lips, nice legs, green eyes. Took advantage of 1,000, only slept with 3 guys. Ain't no hoe or a groupie, Jane Doe or a Lucy. Her innocent looks are deceiving, so I'm telling you to be wise. Hey yo, I know she's a cutie, but she goes for the Lucci. Sure, her words sounded sincere, she even made me cry. Hey yo, don't think I'm goofy, but there's power in that coochie underneath those booty tight cut off Daisy Dukesy Levi's. She's a big shot, you know your dream girl. She knows how to use her looks to take advantage of the world. She's a big shot, thought you could school her. She dissed you like you were neutered and told you to go get a sexual tutor. She's a big shot, she won't touch your ruler. She's so beautiful, a Cupid crew, looter, user, and abuser. She's a big shot, your eyes are glued to her behind. You know her steez, but you fall for it every time. Now, what about that popular school kid? The always have been, always will be cool kid. The class president, valedictorian, A+ star quarterback, Cadillac convertible driving, signing cheerleaders' autographs, the letter on the jacket, medal around the neck, pin on his chest, and mind on his rep. He only dates models, drinks his summit from the bottle. When he walks, he waddles, and he ain't never lost a squabble. He put you in the locker and took your girlfriend to prom. He's in your life every day, and you can't wait till it's gone. But daddy owns a business, so it won't be long for he inherits it, makes carrots, and sings a rich man's song. He got the most expensive clothes and jewelry to wear. While you're looking for a job, he's looking in the mirror. He walks the halls surrounded by his fan club, starts fads, trends, and hits the ceiling when he stands up. He's a preppy, fame-hogging, pig-headed fool. When he has a party, everyone's invited except you and your crew, and there really ain't nothing y'all can do. He's in every state, city, and town as long as they got a school. He's a big shot, thick knot in his wallet. Parents got enough money to send your whole family to college. He's a big shot, testosterone thirsty, hallway father figure with his masculinity stained on his jersey. He's a big shot, IB class whiz kid, bragging about a big dick, that chicken, this chick. He's a big shot. I'm about to break down my favorite type of big shot right here. My favorite are the rappers, the egotistical bastards, the people that never clap for you, said they think you're whacker than them cause they're the masters. I bet disaster is caused in your mind when you rhyme and plaster they jaw shut with the fat verse. To him you're a hazard, weak matter, a reason for laughter. He's preaching he's live, but he's only that word back. After he dies you can climb the ladder, start a chapter, arch your capture finally. But while he reasons please don't even flatter him. At a tat of his acrobatical arrogance to his genetically engineered emotional pattern of tearing kids in battles. That'll explain why he mean mugs. He told you your team sucks, said you was a cream puff and fled. Now you dream of choking him with that mic cord. Instead he blows your mind straight out your head with that hardcore tear him season. Send him to therapy. He says fuck you with clarity and cry hysterically as he makes a parody of your passion. You tell your friends you think he's tight, but secretly you hope his career won't be lasting cause he's an asshole. But you know he got a nice sound. You know what else? What? You're looking at him right now. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's just idea and ability. I mean, why are these rappers here? No idea. They have no right to act like they're God's gift for all things. You know why? Cause I'm a big shot. Don't front, you know you love me. Girls never wash their hands after they get a chance to touch I'm me. A big shot. Hey, you can say I'm a creep, but put me in a room with your idols and I'll make them look weak. I'm a big shot. Shit, can't nobody fade me. The only way we could do a song is if somebody paid me. I'm a big shot, big props. The best thing to ever happen in the history of hip hop.
This about time. This about time.
Yo, DJ abilities, what you gonna do? About to add me to the mix, you get E and A crew, and we
blow up the spot.
Won't you go ahead and give a taste of what you got? Man, you killing it, I'm feeling it. You feeling it? We drilling with the cerebellum, swelling sonic, surfing over snare, snap, psycho with syllables, insane with a scratch. My DJ is with me and we ready to get busy.
let's start it like this.
Idea and abilities is coming through to represent the rhyming and the cut, and never hesitate to give you something better than the previous. What we was then graffiti writers, DJs, and the hungry rappers. We got typo once we crack the median to coexist immediately. Everyone is motionless, cause when we come to mediate, we devastate. I hope you get the message. Way too cold to play with featherweights and mediocre mental states. We smoke them in a demonstration. So, we'd like to thank y'all for checking out the show. And if you don't know by now, you never know. Some are amateurs, but we be pros. Abilities, show 'em what I mean, bro.
Turn for some action. Turn for some action. Turn for some action.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Do we got the skills on the turntables and the mic? Is the people really feeling hype? No question. Them and us is all we needed, right? Then we gonna rock the spot tonight. Back to the lesson of rap and its essence. The masters of wrecking, we nasty, no question. You asked for the best in this craft, and we stepped in the factors. We blacklist and whackness. The two of us be doing stuff to ruin you and yo click. Pressing the seatbelt cause we go in on a trick to party people, purgatory, and a story. Never slow in emotion, I'm blowing a hole in the motor and a word on opponents. This is how we play to keep it alive. With the roots and hands of music, plowing it, how would you survive? Fight, give it a light, you it a right, do it tonight. With an MC, a DJ, and hip hop at the center is until we got the skills on the turntables and the mic. Is the people really feeling hype? No question. Them and us is all we needed, right? Then we gonna rock the spot tonight. Done.
Hey, you know, this is Felipe Kwame from the Los Nativos, Cool Rhyme Sayers Entertainment. I'm up in the studio with my man Eyedea. I'm up in the booth doing the wop and the running man, looking for the keys to my lowrider. Yo, y'all might think he's a cool cat, but this dude be acting weird.
Why they always looking at me like there's something on my face, man? No matter where I go, I'm always feeling out of place. And I know I'm not your regular, I got a different taste. Probably cause most of my life's been right in my basement. I didn't watch a Super Bowl, don't drink alcohol, don't carry ID, don't go to the mall. I'm extra argumentative and really good at fast talk. Can't dance or sing, but I can rap my ass off. My voice is unique, I'll leave it at that. But no rapper you know has the ideas I have. And it ain't like the skin color really is significant. Wouldn't put you in a category of art math or idiot, but I don't try to fit in. My life's like a novel of science fiction. My mission is to get into your mind and make you listen and rewind what you were missing every time that you would listen to me blind. I paint a picture with a rhyme and climb an instrumental high behind a picket fence, slash a little wickedness in mind. Winning this, so you better bet on me. I only smile in public if I got a lot of energy. Don't go to the doc, I got my own remedy. And I almost forgot, I got a really good memory. I know a lot of people that'll tell you that they hate me cause they know I bring out the weird side. Some say I'm a genius, others say that I'm crazy, but they all say I'm a little on the weird side. It ain't like I can help it, it's the way I was raised, and so I'm living every minute on the weird side. It's a ticket for the train, pay a visit to my brain if you wanna know about the weird side. It goes dee-dee-da, dee-dee-da, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, da-dee-dee-da, dee-dee-da, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. I only write with a certain type of pen. Switching from an introvert to loudmouth. First thing I do after I buy a CD is open it up and see if my name's in a shout out. I read books on yoga and quantum mechanics, psychology, philosophy, peyote, and acid. I like Jimi Hendrix more than any rap shit. And my favorite movie's Dr. Strange. That's a classic. Never had a fist fight, got knocked out one time. Stupid motherfucker thought peace was a gang sign. Yo, I never liked the circus, I was too afraid of clowns. 20 years in the same city, still don't know my way around. Still get lost inside of my thoughts, saying dumb jokes just to hear myself talk. Yeah, I know my clothes probably need to be washed, but I like them, and if I didn't, I would take them off. I know a lot of people that'll tell you that they hate me cause they know I bring out the weird side. Some say I'm a genius, others say that I'm crazy, but they all say I'm a little on the weird side. It ain't like I can help it, it's the way I was raised, and so I'm living every minute on the weird side. It's a ticket for the train, pay a visit to my brain if you wanna know about the weird side. It goes dee-dee-da, dee-dee-da, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, da-dee-dee-da, dee-dee-da, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, dee-dee-da, dee-dee-da, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, da-dee-dee-da, dee-dee-da, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. I'm not accepted by any certain group of people. I'm a walking, talking freak show, but now you know my sneak. Hey, everybody's weird, you know that's true. I bet you even got a little bit of weirdness in you. My lyrics are due depression, and in essence repression. Unprecedented identity representing the quest. I guess I'm just ahead of my time, playing my pedigree. I'm telling you a tale of a dime, embellished with melody. Who are you to say I got a few loose screws? Do the tools humans use can never measure my texture. Extra, read all about it. Ideas and extraterrestrial. Don't let them touch you or even sit next to you. I don't like, so you're wrong, and it makes me right. Song after song, night after night. Then I spit my words into the mic, and the crowd reacts nice if it's something that they like. Now is that so strange to want the attention? If you think I should change, man, save your suggestions. I swear someday I'm gonna be somebody's hero, but until that day, I'm just another fucking weirdo.
I soak up every little bit to sharpen my bones. All grown up, still trying to find my way home. I never been cleaned or cloned. My heart's never been owned. I'm lonely, but everyone is lonely, so I know at least I'm not alone. This road is filled with potholes, but I don't need to tell you something that you already know. We're both sinking in the same boat. I wanted you to stay afloat. I did what I could, but you had to learn to swim on your own. You lost your glow in the glitter and the gold. I couldn't stay alive inside your chokehold. Hold on. I really gotta go, cause I'm not falling into your hole. You won't spin my head around. You won't take this one from me. You won't bring it to the ground. You won't ever see. You won't ever see the ground. I soak up every little bit to harden my skin. No matter how I stand, still pulled by the wind. When intention goes limp, wipe the face off my grin. And love me in the name of kill to keep on being good friends. A liar's lips are the best fingerprints. You can fake it isn't there, but I can taste it when we kiss. Tracing paper wrists. I try to draw the line and I miss, but one day I'll be able to look back at this and make some kind of sense of it. I'm not another shin to kick. One foot in the grave, both hands in a gin. It took a while to figure out we couldn't coexist, but I'm not falling into your abyss. You won't spin my head around. You won't take this one from me. You won't bring it to the ground. You won't ever see. You won't ever see the ground.
Never been held in anyone's arms when you've never been moved, it's really hard to move on. A young saleswoman sets up shop when the sun sets. She'll make your wildest dreams come true at a price you won't forget. The sadly married set up alibis, no harm, no regret. Hoping they meet an angel in bed that could wrestle the devil right out of their heads. This city runs fast, no one has time to sit with themselves. No time to look into our pain or see the same despair in everyone else. It's here, it's there, it's everywhere. Tears soak each card the dealer's dealt. Time taught me how to see every second is heaven, even though they're perfectly disguised as hell. And I refuse to let past bruises cover the light. It ain't all good, but it's all good enough, so I know I'm alright. Agony is truth, it's our connection to the living. I accept it as perfection and keep on existing in the now.
I can only build if I tear the walls down. Even if it breaks me, I won't if I tear the walls down. Even if it breaks me, I'ma let it make me frown. I'm falling, but no matter how hard I hit the ground, I'll still smile.
Ear to ear, as if that's all I'm here for. Despite the wars founded by the rich, funded by the poor, kids barely 18 are dying, so billionaires can make more. Elsewhere, hungry mothers watch the baby starve to death in a beat-up shack on a dirt floor. The aged professor quotes freedoms without a path. Now he dresses like a widow and preaches love is dead in every class. But curiosity killed the cat and taught the dog in him how to act. And it burned his bridge to Jill, so he tries to drown the guilt with a bottle of Jack. Self-proclaimed rebels say we must oppose the system. You gotta take a stand. If you're not against them, you're with them. The signs read, support the troops, bring them home, no more innocent victims. But when a homeless veteran asks for spare change, they're too busy protesting to even listen. And I'm no different, I live in conflict and contradiction. But it can be so beautiful when I don't reject what lies within. It's beautiful the way agony connects us to the living. I think of the world when I hurt and keep on existing in the now.
I can only build if I tear the walls down. Even if it breaks me, I won't let it make me frown. I'm falling, but no matter how hard I hit the ground, I'll still smile. I can only build if I tear the walls down. Even if it breaks me, I won't let it make me frown. I'm falling, but no matter how hard I hit the ground, I'll still smile. If I tear the walls down, even if it breaks me, I won't let it make me frown. I'm falling, but no matter how hard I hit the ground, I'll still smile. I can only build if I tear the walls down. Even if it breaks me, I won't let it make me frown. I'm falling, but no matter how hard I hit the ground, I'll still smile.
Let's test this, man.
Hey, we got a beat here, man.
Yeah. Okay, I'm feeling this.
You feeling this?
Eyedea. You ready to do this, man?
You gotta set it off, though?
Anytime an MC steps in the mic, you gotta catch fresh, feel the rap, the swaying King Tech. That I just set it off right there.
Yeah, that was it. Rappers on the microphone, they don't know how to spit. Cause when they hear this kid Eyedea, they know he's the ish. Because I wipe them up like tissue, and if I dish you, don't make an ish. I squish fools who thinking that they rhyme is tight, but it's so pitiful. I rip a fool, and he ain't even trying to step. Cause every time I grab the mic, I get respect, cash my check, and break a neck of an MC that thinking that he is dope. I'm the reason that his girlfriend and family's like, nope, you ain't dope, you ain't even close. I leave MCs roasted, never boasted, don't approach this, it's so ferocious, you'll get boasted like the E's. MCs know the E to the Y to the E to the DEA flows with the breeze. No MC in the world is even stepping. I'm repping his old aggression on this mic, it's like progression. Every time I'm stepping in the session, MCs I'm wrecking, thinking that the testing on the mic, it's no tight detection. This mic I'm wrecking until it's straight just demolished. Smarter than your favorite professor inside of college. MCs might demolish their own type of confidence. I'ma grab the microphone and make them sit on the bench, wishing they could play the sport. This is my court. Rappers get smoked like a Newport that gets no support from a kid like the E to the Y to the E. I spell it mad intelligent. MCs is just irrelevant. Fatter than an elephant wearing spandex. Take you and your man next. This land flex, this man flex. Any microphone that's up in my face, MCs don't know. We kicking it with Sway and Tech at the wake up show. My freestyle, every time I kick it, it's sensational. I'ma break it till this microphone and this radio station's broke. Oh, MCs don't smoke. Provoke your own style because you're just a joke. MCs is just comedians flowing the wrong side of the median. I be beating them, feeding them. MCs ain't proceeding when it's time for me to feed they mind. Beat they rhymes until they got a bleeding spine. Ideas defined as the dopest rapper in the world. Go and ask your God and your favorite religion. When I blaze the ish, you're stripping. Like, how is he doing it off the top? MCs don't know I'm rock. Every time I get my props, I used to carry nothing in my socks cause I've been broke until last year. That's when I stopped touring with Hemisphere because he wasn't paying me enough. Now it's E&A time. I'ma break rhymes. MCs know I just play mines. Erase rhymes that you wrote down. I leave you quote clown. You're a joke clown. Oh, now
I'm the reason the system broke down. My position is flipping on the mic and I smoke clowns. Every single town I'm in, it's astounding. Men surrounded them till they collapse, killing they raps, they feeling the facts. I'm clowning men who think they down to pound the town. It's like, oh my God, can I get down? But the problem is that rappers can't step because they not close. I'm the reason that I'm about to grab it from coast to coast, West Coast, East Coast. This is my favorite place to be. Straight up, my favorite rappers come from the West Coast because they all got style and they got mad rhythm. I give them a new organism. I'm flipping and spitting and ripping these cats. It's in this session when they raps, they not got enough aggression. MCs know who I be testing. I'm sitting here still in the show, feeling the flow, killing and drilling for real. Just be making my dough. I'm all about the money, first about the rhyme skills. My name's Eyedea, and I'm real.